Hello and welcome again to another episode of Battle Ready.
Ready.
And last week was Adepticon.
Oh yeah.
And so as part of Adepticon, Warhammer Games Workshop likes to reveal models. And I have seen all the models and I think they're pretty neat. But Drake has seen nothing. So I thought we'd do a Drake Reacts. We'll show you there's 3 sort of key Age of Sigmar reveals. See what you think about them, and I'll comment as well. You ready? We'll go from what I think are the least impressive to the most impressive, and then you can tell me which one's your favorite, and maybe I got the order wrong.
Okay.
Okay? All right. First one, the new Death Battle Tomes. There's 2 Death Battle Tomes.
I'm calling Soulblight and Flesh Eater.
It is Soulblight and Ossiarch Bone Reapers.
Ah!
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. One, because hopefully that means Flesh Eater Courts is going to get a bigger model range rather than just the one hero, right? So that would be pretty cool. Mm-hmm. But both tomes are getting 1 new model. So first up is
it's got more than one.
Mortison Ossifector.
I'm assuming that's for
Bone Reapers.
Yeah. That's cool. He's like, come here, Mr. Skull. Let me make you.
Yep. So apparently these guys are responsible for building the biggest bone constructs.
The Mortec guard?
No, the Mortec guards are the little guys. Like the Gothazar harvesters and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I don't like well, I shouldn't say I don't like, but I'm just not a big fan of the Bone Reaper aesthetic where everything's a skeleton. So, but I think it's cool. Mm. I like the swirly thing. You like it?
Yeah.
All right. And then for Soulblight, we have Evia Volga, the Outcast. Mm. So she is a Virkos vampire who doesn't like wolves. She likes bats instead.
Silly.
So what do you think of the model?
It looks weird.
I think that's too many bats. Yeah. I'm not sure I'm in love with that many bats. But I think she looks cool. I think, although she's got the wolf legs, and I thought the wolf feet were pretty cool on Belladama Volga, because she was like this old, withered grandma look with the little wolf feet at the end. I thought that was sort of cool. But this lady's got all kinds of wolf leg. I don't know. I don't think that's
no, because she's also a Volga. So
yeah, but I mean, instead of having wolf feet, look at her whole leg is wolfy. I don't know. Well,
maybe we can't. Maybe the Dama's leg is wolfy too, and we just can't see it.
I'm sure that's the case, but I'm just saying I don't think that's as cool. Have wolf legs. I don't know. Like they're like satyrs or fawns, but with wolf legs instead of goat legs. I don't know. I don't know if I'm in love with that. But other than that, I think the model's cool. I like the hat. I like the way the dress is. That's cool. What do you think?
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. You think it's okay?
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like about it is it's a Virkos named hero. Do you know how many Virkos named heroes we have?
10. Like
a gazillion. There's 2 Radicars. There's Belladama. There's the Rat Prince. There's Kritsna. I think there's one more. So we already have like half a dozen. And then here's another one. And it's so funny because all the other ones, the Avangori has 1 named hero. But the Legions of Night and Blood have 1 each.
That's the Mortec.
Castelli have 1. And it's like, why
they really like the Virkos.
Yeah, they are in love with the Virkos. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Yeah, if this was meant to be something else, but I don't know. Overall, it's fine. It's fine.
No picture change. I just realized.
Oh yeah,
that's
the Soulblight Gravelord's book will have the same picture.
That's weird for me. That's weird. I feel like they should update the picture on.
They do on some of the. I don't know how they decide what tomes get updates and which don't, but some do and some don't.
Maybe they just like the picture.
Yeah, it costs them a lot of money for that picture. Like, we're using it again. We're not getting more. All right, ready for item number 2?
Sure.
Okay, so it's number 2.
Can I look?
You can look. Number 2, they've revealed the very first new Cities of Sigmar models.
Finally!
All right. These are the humans. These humans are the slowest, dumbest, battle-liniest humans. In fact, they're supposed to look like somebody just gave them some stuff and sent them out to battle.
Really, that's how they're supposed to look.
That's how. Yeah, they're like the least well. They're not elite. They're not cavalry. They're like your normal men at arms. They plucked some farmer off the field, gave him a shield, and said, "Hey, here you go." All right, what do you think of the cities models?
They look silly.
Like silly? What do you think makes them look silly?
They don't look trained at all whatsoever.
Well, I think that's supposed to be right. They're supposed to be weak guys.
I like how they all have not matching weapons at all.
Mm-hmm.
She just looks like she just took her big. That hammer. Hold on, let me restart. That hammer is oversized.
It's okay. It's like a little war hammer. But what do you think of the models themselves?
I think they look cool. They like, here's a shield. Here you go.
Yeah. I think they're fine. I think the models are fine. I think it's cool that there'll be a human faction. I think that's a cool thing. But I really am more in love with like magical, like Stormcast and Chaos and Goblins. Yeah.
Goblins!
Stuff like that. Fantastical stuff. The more fantastical, really, the better for me. So I'm not super interested in new cities, at least so far. I mean, maybe they do something that's really cool and makes them really interesting and I want them. But as for now, I think they're cool. I'm happy that cities players are going to get new models and have fun with them. But it's not really for me. All right, number 3, new Seraphon.
Yeah!
Big range refresh. So first,
that's big.
We've got Agrodon Lancers. You got different ones.
Ooh.
You got a leader there. You got a drummer guy. You've got a banner bearer guy.
Why'd they give their lizards beards?
Those are metal things.
That's what I'm saying. They have metal beards.
Oh, they're like decorations.
Decorative beards.
You've got a Scar veteran on Agrodon. That looks sort of cool. I like his headdress, actually.
Yeah. All the Seraphon have cool headdresses. That's the only reason they're cool.
That's not the only reason. I think
that's
there's
one of
lots
the main
of
reasons.
Croxagores.
Oh, that guy's making scary. I think that's a base update.
It might be. Those guys are. I'll show you at the end. So these are the normal Croxagores with sort of normal heads.
Yeah.
And then they have War Spawn with like alligator heads. What do you think of those?
That's cool.
That's cool. I think those are cool. So they have different names. They're probably made out of the same kit, and you can choose which kind you want to make. See those legs
feel like
match
maybe
up?
War Spawn.
Yeah, those legs match up. So I think that...
I feel like maybe War Spawns.
Well, I think the War Spawns look cooler. I wonder if they're going to be different War Scrolls, though. So you can either have normal Gores or War Spawns. I hope they're not too different because I do like the crocodile-headed ones way better. I think they're cool. These ones looked cool until I saw the Croxagore War Spawn. And then I'm like, I don't know if I like those ones as much anymore. So what do you think of those ones?
Those are so cool.
I think they're super cool. And then last, you've got the army set, which is going to come out, has 10 warriors, and then 5 of the riders with skinks on them, and 5 of the other kind of riders with skinks on them.
And
Raptidon hunters
and
Raptidon chargers, and then a slam.
I'm assuming you're not getting it?
It's a good question. Well, it also comes
we
with
don't know if the base sizes are different.
Yeah, I would like to know that. But it also comes with the new Battle Tome.
Ooh.
And it also comes with War Scroll cards. So
wait, maybe now we do.
I'm interested. We don't have a Slan. We obviously don't have any Raptidons.
Yeah.
And the
Source Warriors.
We have one set of old warriors. So getting another set of warriors might be good. So I'm not turning it down. I haven't made any decisions yet. But I guess it sort of depends on price and everything else. But I'm interested.
Toad.
So here's a bunch of the new stuff, right? So you've got warriors, you've got the
Spitfire
spawn
males.
of Chotek, you've got the Agrodons or whatever they're called, you've got the new Slam. So look at how big the Croxagores are.
That's so cute. Yeah, I think
compared to these guys, compared to skinks, right? They're pretty big.
Those things would like fill up our filming room.
So yeah, those are the 3 things that came out for Age of Sigmar. Now some stuff came out for Underworlds. 40K had a big day because they announced 10th edition, right?
What about Warcry?
There was no Warcry news. No Warcry news. Maybe they'll be there for Warhammer Fest though. That's not too far away. Yeah. What do you think? What are your highlights?
I agree with what you did.
Yeah, you think in that order?
Yeah.
So what you're most excited for Seraphon? Yeah.
excited to punch you with big Crocscore.
Yeah.
Those
I think
Crocscores are
I
big.
agree. I think all the models were pretty cool, except for maybe the Arc Bone Reaper one. I'm just not into that aesthetic. But I think the Soul Blight one's fine. I probably won't pick it up, but it's fine. I think the Cities ones are sort of cool. I actually sort of like them, but again,
You're not buying that much.
I'm just not interested in normal people, right? I want the fantastical stuff. I want wizards and dragons and lightning soldiers and half snake ladies, and that's what I want.
Goblins.
And goblins.
Goblins most.
But the Seraphon one is pretty cool. Seraphon is very fantastical, right? Lizard men riding dinosaurs.
What more could you want?
I'm in for that. And it's got a bunch of stuff that is either new, and we don't have, and
Or
the Crocscores, which are not the Crocscores, the Saurus Warriors, which are now refreshed.
Might have different base sizes.
I'm interested in them to replace the ones we have, or maybe just to have 2 units worth, right? So I'm interested. I'm interested in that one. Haven't made any decisions. Not saying I'm going to pick it up, but it's not being turned down immediately. All right. So overall, what do you think of Adepticon? Or the reveals at Adepticon?
6 out of 10.
Really? 6 out of 10?
They didn't seem that big.
I think if you took out the Seraphon, I would say, yeah, it's like a 4 out of, it's pretty underwhelming. It's okay. It's fine. It's new stuff. New stuff's always good, but fine. But the Seraphon by themselves bump it up to like a 7 or 8 for me. I think the Seraphon are so cool. And even if we don't get them, just seeing those models and knowing that, at some point I could get them, right? They're going to be selling these for the next, 15 years, probably, right?
Probably.
So those being available now, that's pretty cool. I'm pretty pumped to get that. Those, besides Crocscores, are also not Crocscores. I keep saying Crocscores. The Saurus, all the Seraphon, most of the Seraphon is pretty easy to paint. They take contrast really well. They take dry brushing really well. So they're not as much of a chore as some other stuff.
Like Nurgle?
Everything else. Nurgle's actually easy too, because Nurgle, you can't really make a mistake. If you put some paint where it doesn't go, that's a boil. That's a splotch. That's his discoloration from some Nurgle disease. Tzeentch can be a pain to paint, actually.
Slaanesh?
Slaanesh can sometimes be a pain to paint, especially if you want to do good with the skin. But overall, yeah, I was pretty pleased with this Adepticon, with the reveals. We don't play 40K. I'll show you the trailer for 10th edition. It's pretty cool. We don't play 40K, but I'm happy that the 40K people are getting what they want.
10th edition.
And
they are 7 editions forward us.
Yeah. Well, if you saw the reveals, if there's anything that you are excited about or interested in or think looks really cool or really janky, throw it in the comments below. I'd love to know what your opinions are. And otherwise, this has been another episode of Battle Ready.
Yep.
Thanks so much for watching.